are kind of disgusted with Craig Kimbrel for some reason. And I get it. Recency bias, you can say that there was a few outings there that wasn't very good. But I want to try to break down what's been going on with Craig Kimbrel here to give you guys an understanding of what I've been looking at with him so far and why I believe that he's going to be okay. And yes, you have to monitor his reps, but there's a lot to like with Craig Kimbrel, and it's not as bad as you actually thought it was. All right, let's get this moving. All right, so just to give you guys an idea initially here, we're going to go to 2023. And look, I do understand when you look at it, these are very good metrics, right? ERA looks good, fastball velo, but the biggest thing, K and whiff percentage. And when we see this one so far in 2024, yes, fastball velocity is down a little bit. Obviously, some of these numbers are less because he had that rough stretch, but this is what I care about right here. Whiff percentage, K percentage. It's still extremely, extremely good here. 97 percentile, 89 percentile. That's stuff you want to see because that's trying to tell you how is his stuff playing. His stuff is still playing well, but I'll explain what he's done wrong when it's gone not his way, okay? So here's early on. This is the first outing I believe he had against the Kansas City Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. He's going to start him off with the fastball. Okay, great. Here's a backup curveball, and you can see Bobby Witt swings at it. And then right here, he's going to get him chasing curveball away. Bobby's going to go too far, but the deception of it, it looks really, really good. Yep. So again, you're seeing this stuff. This is what I want you to watch here overall with Craig Kimbrel. His game with his fastball is getting rise to it. So imagine the ball's coming at you. Instead of it staying like this right at the end, it's just popping up. And that's what's giving hitters fits when he throws it effectively. He wants to throw the fastball up at the top part of this zone because that's the way that his ball plays the best. So Duran here is going to get a good pass on it, but ball's still up, it rises. This is even better example. Look where this ball is going to end up on this zone. Top of the zone, hard to get on top of, right? And then once you're thinking you got him ahead, you're going to throw him this curveball away. He's going to chop it. Westy, death taxes. Westy makes a play. Shocker. Over. But again, you guys remember this. Craig got in trouble. Mike Trout, one of the best players in baseball. He's going to go down as a Hall of Famer, obviously. But Craig's just going to go after him with fastballs. And you're going to see. Watch where these locations are. Except this one. Trout was like, all right, I'll give you one. These next two, top of the zone. And look how it's coming out of his hand. You're going, okay, he thinks it's going to be maybe right there, but it's not a pitch that Trout wants to hit. And watch this thing rise. Strike. One more time. This is pinpoint. So when it's coming out of the hand here, Trout thinks that's going to be too high. But because that's what Craig Kimbrel wants to do, Craig's going to paint the top part of the strike zone here to get Trout looking. So again, keep this in mind. And this is the point. This is now we're going to go into when things went wrong for Kimbrel. But it's still, this was pretty fluky to me. And this was actually solid pitches by Craig until it wasn't. Watch this. 1-0 count. Rooker is going to be looking for a heater. But again, Kimbrel's fastball has that rise to it. So what's going to happen? He's going to throw a rising fastball. So if we stop it right there, looks good. And then it just keeps going up. So it almost, if you look at it, it almost looks like it's going to be right in the middle of the plate. And then it's up there. So again, context. This is important here. All right? So then you're going to get another pitch, and I think this is a really good take from Rooker. Curveball low. Here's a fastball. It's going to run in with that rise again. So if we slow it down, ball's running in, makes Rooker chase. This was the problem then when Kimbrel got hit, is if his ball is rising, right? So if it's anything that started in the middle, it's going to go higher. If it starts any lower, it's going to give hitters like Rooker a chance if it's left over the plate. So watch this ball. Look how low that is. So what's going to happen? That ball is going to rise up to a good part of the plate where Rooker can do damage. And there it is. Again, that's not a terrible pitch, but for how Kimbrel's ball plays, that's not what you want. So here, looks low. Rooker understands that. That's going to be in the middle part of the zone. Whammy, hits it well. You're feeling good. Okay? There's the example. There's the context of it all. And then you're going to see Blade take some really good pitches here. That's an unbelievable take. That's a good pitch. You understand it. And this fastball right here, that's also what Kimbrell's trying to get in the chase. This is the only non-competitive pitch of the at-bat. It's going to go way out here. Okay? Only non-competitive pitch. Toro, this is on the double. Dotted, great pitch. What happens when he gives up the double? Starting kind of low, right? It's going to end up right middle part of the plate. And then McKenna kind of misplays this, unfortunately. Still, when the ball's got so much backspeed, I don't really blame McKenna for that, but that's a ball that could be caught. And then this is where the wheels fall off for Craig Kimbrell here, okay? Pitch in, runs, losing control. Another one, it's going to be up. Not a terrible pitch, but again, not what you want. You find himself losing it a little bit. Good pitch again, great. But you can see now Craig's falling behind a ton, so he has good stuff, but he's just missing out of the zone too much. Way out, uncompetitive. Now, this is the one where it really started to fall apart. When Craig gets tired, he will yank the ball to the left. That's just what he does. He yanks it to the left, and it's non-competitive. Yank. And how about yank for 500? Yank. So you're seeing when he gets tired, he'll miss away. That's just what he's done. That's what people are looking at going, why is he missing so much? That's the concern that he has to deal with. But everything else was pretty good. This at bat versus McCann, he fouled off 3 pitches. There was 1. Sorry, it was 2. This high fastball is a really good pitch. And you're going to take a guess where the last one ends up, Zach. Yeah, you already know where it's going to be. Where's it going to end up? Right in the middle. That's what happened when things were going wrong with Craig Kimbrell there. So to me, when I'm looking at it, it's not because Craig can't throw good pitches. Again, really good pitch. This actually, I was fine with this home run. Not a terrible pitch. It's middle. But 3-1 game, let him hit it. All right, good swing. Hey, you move on, right? That's the reality of it. You move on. This is the problem after. He gets tired. He's a little bit rattled, whatever it may be. He's going to start pulling the baseball again. Like clockwork with it. Right here, he doesn't hold runners on. Not a lot of great closers do. This is actually a great pitch, but again, you get erratic here. You're in hitters' counts. They're not going to have to be as aggressive, but Craig throws a good curveball here. It's a really good curveball, but laid off. And then it's going to be a more uncompetitive pitch, which actually was more competitive than I anticipated there. But Young's knowing unless it's right in the middle here, I'm not pulling. I'm not going to swing at it. Walks, and that's where this trouble started for Kimbrell. So I want you guys to understand this. The biggest thing for him is when he gets tired or mentally something's off, can you fix that? Because when he pulls it, that's where it becomes uncompetitive. It's not because he can't handle the moment or he doesn't have the stuff. You want to talk about putting your nuts on the table here. Got runner on second base, no outs, top of the 11th. He's got to get out of this. This is high leverage situation again, right? Craig Kimbrell, can he handle it? All right. Well, how about this? Curveball, fly out. Corbin Carroll's going to tag up. Okay? This is as we wrap this up here, and then we can get ready for our next part of the program. But you can look at this. Right there. He drills Christian Walker, so what? It's okay. Extra innings, has a double play in order. This is what I love with Kimbrell. Even if his fastball isn't throwing as hard, the fact that his ball still has that much rise and movement on it gives hitters fits. McCarthy's looking for a heater. Look at the fastball elevated. Can't catch up to it. And then he's going to get him frozen on a fastball he thinks is going to rise again higher inside. And he's going to freeze for strike 3. And he's going, damn. What the heck? So you're looking at, this is a guy where his fastball, even though the velocity is down, he knows how to pitch. The thing is, when those moments get tough, can he be that guy? And he's going to get a curveball right at the bottom of the zone, perfectly located, to get Suarez to roll over. The Orioles get out of the inning. Westberg walks it off. So the point that I'm trying to make here for Kimbrell, yes, he needs to be able to physically and mentally stay in it when things go wrong, but this isn't a matter of stuff for Kimbrell. When his stuff is on, and I think it's going to be on for the majority of the season, he can throw 94, 93, 95 and get away with it. And that's what he's going to have to do. But if he leaves the ball low, that's where he gets in trouble. But if Craig Kimbrell can locate his fastball high, continue to attack hitters, and show everybody that he still has that stuff that I think that he has and what the metrics are showing, he's going to still be a big part of this Baltimore Orioles team. I'm not saying he's going to close out the Baltimore Orioles season for the rest of the year, but what I am saying is the Orioles are desperately going to need him down the stretch. And if he can be able to hone in on some of those irregularities, then this bullpen is going to be even better. And Craig Kimbrell is going to be right there. And the Oriole fans are going to be reaping the success that he can bring to the team.